Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. Sun is sleeping right there. So today maybe I'll speak in a little bit low voice. I have my mic with me, so I'll try and speak a little bit in a low voice. Okay. So today's live stream is about a very interesting topic, which is about insurance using AI. Okay. Now, when I did 12 Har Ghar investor sessions last year, there was something that I realized that when it is about stock market, people know a lot. When it's about mutual funds, people know a lot. But when it's about their own insurance policies, people are not really aware about how do they check the basic pointers. And everyone has a very, very common point that we hate reading the whole policy. We don't have time to read the whole policy, and that is the reason why I thought that I should share some basic details on how do you check your own. So today we're going to discuss only about health insurance policy. So what I am going to do is I'm going to actually attach one insurance policy, and I'm going to tell you that if I were to talk about top 5 pointers, how can I get to know about this in a fraction of a second, right? It's very, very easy to get the key data points. But before I start, I want a quick check of how many of you. Acha, let me first ask this as a question. I'll just add a poll. Uh, do you have a health insurance policy? Okay, yes and no, and I'm saying start poll. So quick yes or no, do you have a health insurance policy? Once I get the answers for this, then we will talk about how can you check it at lightning fast speed. How can a normal tool like ChatGPT be extremely helpful and important for you to get to know about a lot of things of your own insurance policy? Okay. Uh, Very less number of people have voted, but I will not wait for a long time. The moment I get some decent enough votes, okay, I think I'll end it. It's tricky. Even I'm surprised with the result. 70% people are saying yes, they have an insurance policy, and 30% people are saying they don't have an insurance policy, health insurance. Oof. My channel members, my channel viewers don't have a health insurance policy. This is something which I was not expecting, honestly. uh, but I would definitely urge everyone that you should have your own health insurance policy, uh, even though your employer might have covered you or whatever is the case. But I feel everyone having their own health insurance is something which is absolutely basic and non-negotiable. Okay, so just try to see if you can have. Ranjit is saying they prefer to be healthy, but no one knows, right? Everyone feels that I am healthy. But no one can tell what can happen to anyone. And it's not only about being healthy, like going to the gym, working out. Even if there is, God forbid, but even if there is something like an minor accident because of which there is some hospitalization, ideally you should be covered for that as well, right? Being healthy would not matter in that case. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually show you how I have quickly checked health insurance policies in less than 5 minutes, whatever details I want. That is a really helpful thing to know, which I'm going to show you through chat gpt. But before again I do that, I want to ask one more question to you all. Have you tried going through your policy document using AI? Again, a yes or a no answer is what I expect. So let me just, oh, sorry, 1 second, Control C. Uh, what's wrong? 1 second. Uh, Delete. Okay, huh. Start a poll and let me ask this question. Okay, I have asked this question. Everyone just give a quick yes or a no. Um, have you tried using, have you tried going through your policy document using AI? I want quick answers. And this is going to help me with with today's discussion, and I'll be really happy if I were to do some value addition. It's a stark difference. I had not expected this again. Mhm. There are, because I feel as usual, the moment I have said insurance in my thumbnail and title, many people are like, insurance, who needs it? We know all the gyan on earth relating to insurance, but I feel it's not only about knowing it. I mean, in theory, but you should know some hacks as well, right? And that's what we are going to do today. Look at the answers, and you will also be surprised. Our channel audience who knows so much about stock market, but if it's about going through your own policy document using AI, 84% of the people have said no. This is something which is which had again not absolutely thought about. So we are going to discuss that. Okay, uh, how do you go about it? First, as a policy holder, I would want to know some basic pointers. Okay, for example, if it's about a health insurance, I would want to know, very, very important, whether there is a co-payment clause in the policy or not. Uh, I would want quick yes or no's. If you know the specific terms, because if you don't know the specific term, I'll quickly explain that as well. Co-payment clause, are you aware about? Yes or no? A quick yes or no. So as a policy holder, I would want to check whether there is a co-payment clause in my policy or not. I'm going to check that. But do you know the concept of co-payment? Very nice. Yogesh is saying, although I'm a PSU employee, I've covered under corporate insurance, but still taken third-party insurance that is full cashless. Very nice. Oh God, I'm getting so many no's as well for co-payment clause. Oh, I'll give you simple, quick examples now. Okay. So see, having a co-payment clause in your policy is going to be considered like a negative. Okay. Why is that so? Because let's say someone from your family or yourself. For today, we are going to say Mr. X. Okay, we're talking about Mr. X, and Mr. X is required to be admitted to the hospital for whatever reason, some disease. Okay. Now the total bill is like, let's say, 10 lakh rupees. Now, question is that out of 10 lakh, let's say 9 lakhs get approved. Okay. Who pays those 9 lakhs? Will it be 100% paid by the insurance company, or will some amount have to be shelled out by Mr. X? If there is a co-payment clause, the name itself says it, right? Co-payment. So let's say there is 10% co-payment clause. So out of 9 lakh, 90,000 will have to be paid by Mr. X. Okay. So you have to check whether there is a co-payment clause, yes or no. If the answer is yes, it's kind of a negative, because in that case, in your emergency fund, so understand the implication also, in your emergency fund, you will have to keep that much amount ready that you may have to shell out. So typically, I would say that in Pune, if it's like a hospitalization of whatever, 4 or 5 days up to 1 week maybe, uh, I mean, this is just an assumption related number. Okay, I can't give an estimate about the hospital bill, but let's say 5 lakh rupees. Okay, and there is a 10% copay clause in your policy. In that case, ideally you should keep 50,000 additionally ready in your emergency fund. Okay, so that is a copay clause. Now there are some policies where there is a concept called as zonal copay. Can anyone, I mean, does anyone know what a zonal copay is? If you can give again quick answers. Zonal copay, yes or no? Are you aware of the concept? What is a zonal copay? Okay, I'll take it like this only, because every time I'm asking any question, half people are roughly saying yes, half are saying no. So what happens in short, as someone is saying, no, never listen to zonal copay. So what happens is that many times different cities are marked as zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. So let's say all the metro cities are marked as zone 1. Okay. Mumbai, and you know all the metro cities. Why am I calling it out? Okay. So metro cities in zone A. Pune is not a metro city. So let's say Pune goes into zone B. Okay. And all other cities, so Pune and few other cities of the similar size, let's say, are into zone B. And the third tier or the third zone will be all other cities, smaller cities as well. So what happens is that, let's say I am a person who belongs to zone B, No, sorry, not me, because hospitalization is required. Wait, Mr. X belongs to a city which is in zone B, and Mr. X is required to get admitted to the hospital, and Mr. X chooses a hospital in Mumbai. So, is it a case where the policy is taken in zone B and hospitalization is required in zone A? In that case, so if you go for a higher zone, a Pune person taking treatment in Mumbai, okay, uh, any other example, let's say Nashik or a Nagpur, Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur, whatever, any other city in Maharashtra taking uh, the treatment in Mumbai. In that case, you are going to a higher tier, and in that case, copay clause will be applicable. Okay, is the concept clear? So one is like a general copay. If Mr. X belongs to Pune and if Mr. X is admitted to the hospital, then no copay. Whatever amount is there, insurance company will pay for it. And if a person chooses to go for a higher tier, in that case, copay will be applicable. Is this clear for now? Did you understand what is copay and what is zonal copay? If yes, just let me know so that I can actually demonstrate how to actually check this in your own insurance policies. पुष्कर म्हणतोय नवीन काहीतरी शोधून काढता की मग काय असतात अशा कॉन्सेप्ट. मी काय करायचं आता? बेसिकली वी हॅव टू चूज हायर झोनल प्रीमियम्स. No, it's not necessary, Techie Hassan. Basically, it means that if you are belonging to a specific zone, ideally you treat yourself in the similar zone. Otherwise, be ready for a copay. Okay, fantastic. People are saying that yes, they have understood whatever concepts I have told till now. So what I am going to do is that these 2 pointers, anyways, I had typed out. I am going to quickly type in ChatGPT and I will share my screen now. Share screen. Okay, this is one of the very old policies that I had. Okay, very old policy. So what am I asking? So it's so simple. Okay, I just attached my health insurance policy here, and I've said, does a co-payment clause exist in this policy? Is there a zonal co-payment clause? I'm also going to write down. I am showing this online, so don't disclose any personal details. Okay, I'll also say that show the data in a tabular form. Now if it says that yes or no, okay, it does include a co-payment clause, or if it says that no, a co-payment clause does not exist, whatever is the answer, in that case I would want to be sure that whether the answer is correct or not. So I'm not going to blindly rely. I'm going to say, I want you to tell me the exact page number as well. Now this can give me an interesting answer, I guess. Let's check what the answer is. Okay. So here's a clean shareable summary. Okay. It says co-payment clause. Yes. And it says page number 10. But what does it say? Voluntary co-payment is 0%, meaning you don't pay any portion of claims. No cost sharing. Why did it say yes here? It's a voluntary co-payment. If you want, I mean, it's not mandatory. So ideally it should have said no payment, no co-payment clause. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, if I were to just quickly check, where is it given? So it has also mentioned page number also. Very nice. Okay. So I'm going to go and quickly check that. Now, it says zonal co-payment clause. Yes, page number 10 again. What does it say? Zone-based co-payment applies only if treatment is taken in a higher zone. That's why what did I say? Pune to Mumbai, from zone B to zone A. If I were to go from zone B to zone C, no co-payment. I hope this is absolutely clear. Okay. Okay. I now understood why did it say yes. So what does it say as a quick insight? Copay exists structurally, but you have opted for 0%, which is actually a positive feature. I got that now. Okay. So if you still want to double check, what can you do? Go to page number 10. Okay. So let's say page number 10. Fair enough. All right. Here you go. So I can very clearly see this, which says that co-payment, it's a specified amount or percentage of the admissible claim amount to be paid by the policyholder or insured. Voluntary co-payment opted is 0%, will be applicable for each and every claim. Okay. Zone based pricing. Now it has mentioned zone B. Achha, you belong to zone. Okay. So it is saying that you are belonging to, where am I belonging to? Does it mention that? Premium depend on your chosen zone. If treatment is conducted in a higher zone, copayment applies. Exactly. There will be no zone based copayment clause for zone A and zone D. Acha, असं त्यांनी सांगून टाकलेलं बरं. So if it is zone, treatment taken in zone, very clearly given. Treatment taken in zone A, it says 8%. Acha, zone D is also maybe higher. So it's not A, B, C, D normal, but very clearly given. So if I'm going in zone A, 8%, zone D, 8%. If I do in zone B and C, nil. Okay. Is this extremely powerful and extremely helpful? Yes. Okay. Was this? I'm getting some quick comments. I was just trying to read that. I will read it, but is this something extremely easy that anyone can actually understand about their insurance policy? I think it can be a game changer. If you actually go through all these important pointers, you will be able to understand something about your own policy only. Okay, so I'll give you 2 3 more examples. I'm sure everyone knows about the room rent clause. So what is room rent? It's nothing but, is there any restriction if you are going, if someone is hospitalized, then question is that, is there a limit on how much you pay as a room rent? uh, so let's say I go for a room which is like 10,000 rupees, and if the room rent limit is 5,000, then I'll not get a full claim. Okay, I'll get only 50%, because allowable was 5,000. I went for a 10,000 rupees room, so only 50% of my bill will be given as a claim. Of course, some things here and there, but as a basic understanding, you will get a 50% on that. So let's quickly check for the room rent sharing as well. So again, very simple. What do? I go back to ChatGPT. I say that, is there any room rent clause restriction? Now we'll understand. Now I'm not going to say give me in tabular form, tell me page number, yes, no, whatever. Ideally, that's why we say artificial intelligence, right? So ideally, I'm putting this in front of you right now. Ideally, it should give me in the same format. Let's see how it is giving me the answer. Here's a clean, shareable. Yes, it has given me in a very nice way. So room rent restriction, no. Explicitly mentioned, no room rent capping. And it says this is a very strong feature. Many policies have limits like 1% of some insured per day. Yours does not. And this means you can choose a better room category without proportional deduction. The one that I was telling you in claim. If you want, I can help you turn this into a green it knows me very well. Green flag versus red flag real format is what it is. Okay. Right. So this is also very helpful, right? So exactly. So Pushkar says it that consumables are generally not covered. Agreed. So now is it extremely easy? I mean, I don't think any person will have a reason of not opting for these things, right? We can do 1 or 2 more pointers which are extremely important. So if I were to understand, are there any permanent exclusions? Because some policies can say that, okay, all these things will never ever be included, and some may have a waiting period. Waiting period means for some policies they'll say first 6 months nothing is covered, next 2 years these things are not covered, uske baad things will be covered. Okay, so both points are important, whether there is any permanent exclusion or whether there is any waiting period or not. So I've just almost typed it, and let me quickly share my screen and show you how would that work. Okay, so I've typed this. Are there any permanent exclusions in this policy, and is there any waiting period clause? Typically, policies will have this. So again, here's a clean, shareable summary, no personal details. Permanent exclusions, yes. Waiting period, yes. It has also mentioned the page numbers, and it says that includes exclusions like cosmetic surgery, obviously, but unless medically necessary. So let's say Mr. X unfortunately meets with an accident, and there's a jaw dislocation, and for that a cosmetic surgery is required. In that case, cosmetic surgery will not be a part of permanent exclusion. Okay, adventure sports, permanent exclusion, very 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 clearly given. Adventure sports injuries. So let's say there's something like a bungee jumping, which is an adventure sport. So during bungee jumping, if there is some injury, that will not be covered, and that's a permanent exclusion. Okay, so all these permanent exclusions are given. And for waiting period clause, it says multiple waiting periods: 30 days initial, 24 months for specific diseases, 24 months pre-existing diseases, 90 days for certain conditions like diabetes, hypertension, cardiac. Okay, now this is the final point. So let us say I want to know a little bit more about waiting period. So what I can just do is I can say, just tell about this in a bit more detail. Okay, now here it says a deeper but still clean and explainable. Okay, initial waiting period 30 days, page number. No claims for illnesses in first 30 days except accidents. So as good as for the first 30 days, any health insurance related claim is going to get rejected except if it's an accident related case. Now it says specific diseases waiting periods. So for that, it has listed certain conditions like hernia, cataract, sinus. This will not be covered for first 2 years. Okay. Any other pre-existing diseases, if there is a pre-existing disease, then any illnesses you already had before buying the policy is covered only after 2 continuous years. Very important. What are 2 continuous years? So if you miss out on payment, so you pay for first year, you miss out on the second year, and then you pay for the third year, can you say I've paid for 2 years? No, it says 2 continuous years. So that is also important. Then it's a special 90-day waiting period. So 90 days for what? Diabetes, hypertension, cardiac issues, not covered in the first 90 days. So in simple words, I think everyone who has injury during trekking, I'm not sure whether trekking is considered as an adventure sport. I don't think trekking is even considered as a sport. Okay, so normal trekking should not be considered under adventure sport per se. But let's say you are doing something like a rock climbing, or see, those who go those who belong to Pune. Let's say I go for a walk on Tekdi, a small hillock, and unfortunately, Mr. X goes on the Tekdi. That's like a small hill or a hillock, and some injury and is required to get admitted to the hospital. Okay, in that case, will that be covered? Ideally, yes. But let's say he is learning rock climbing or something like that. That may be considered as an adventure sport. So whenever you are doing certain types of sports, just get this cross-checked one more time, and then, at your own risk, one may consider that. Pushkar is saying Parvati. All right. But quickly tell me, was this helpful? Was this useful? Can I say anyone can actually now do this very easily, and you should be able to do this for your own insurance policies. What I will do is I will just share all these questions in the pinned comment and in the description. Acha, what I can do is I'll share it right away in the chat section itself. And Pooja, if you can just pin this in the pinned comment. It's coming up pretty shabby, but just do pin this in the pinned comment, and it has broken it, I guess. We will put this in the pinned comment description box, so that will be easy for you to you just need to attach the policy, put this, and all at one shot. Was this helpful? Yes or no? If yes, just say yes in the comment section. And one more important point, because this was about using AI for personal finance, specifically insurance. But if anyone wants to upskill using AI, and anyone wants to learn how to do fundamental analysis using AI, this is going to be a very, very informative webinar. I'm super excited to, for this webinar. It will include 3 primary AI tools. One will be ChatGPT, of course. Second one will be Notebook LM, one of my most favorite AI tools for fundamental analysis. And third, of course, I'm going to teach you Claude. So these are the 3 important tools that I'm going to use for how to do fundamental analysis using AI. Second webinar, so this is the first upcoming webinar, which is happening on the 10th of May. The next webinar is going to happen on the 17th of May. This is the 3rd batch. Both batches got a fantastic response. Both were sold out. This is about a basic option selling strategy. So anyone, again, a disclaimer, anyone who is already at an advanced stage of option selling, this one is not for you. This one is for those who know the basics but are scared to start trading in options. So this is an option selling strategy. It's a basic option selling strategy, but After you complete this webinar, I can tell you that with confidence, you'll be able to take decisions regarding option selling. Okay, that's a promise, because I want to show you 5 years, 6 years almost of backtested data. I mean, including 2026. So 5 years, 4 months roughly of data. I'm going to backtest that, and I'm going to show you that if you use this strategy, how you will be able to fare. And finally, third batch for technical analysis using AI as well. That's going to happen on the 7th of June. All the webinars are live on our website right now. Pooja will share the link of this entire page if possible, or maybe she would want to give all these sessions, okay, all these webinars separately. And everyone knows that if you want to use some coupon code, that is CARRYT, that can always be used to while you enroll for any of the courses, right, or webinars. Ranjiji says, thanks, it was a good session. Health insurance has always been a Bermuda Triangle for me, or majority. Absolutely. And see, it's so important, but unfortunately one of the most ignored pointers. We do keep on talking about stock market, about mutual funds, and as expected, the moment I have kept insurance in our thumbnail and title, the number of viewers has suddenly dropped. But I mean, for those who attended, I'm sure you got to know the importance of how easy it is to actually get kick-started with insurance, knowing your own policies so that it doesn't become a shock or a surprise to you. So extremely important. Please do that. Also, before we end our session, a big welcome to Operation Milan. Arre bapre. Okay. Ankur, Shrima Chauhan maybe, and Robbie Mandeep. Okay. All right. So warm welcome to all the new members. Okay. Any rating agency to choose which is the best health insurance company. And now for that, you will have to, now that can be one more session actually. How can you compare insurance policies? But that is also available on websites like Ditto, where you can actually compare the insurance policies and get the answer also. Okay. Yogesh, what was your query? Acha. Please reply to my query. That shall I continue with third party insurance or stop it immediately and stay with my corporate health insurance that is not cashless but reimbursed at an average of 50%? Shall I continue with third party insurance or stop it immediately and stay with my corporate health insurance that is not cashless? Corporate health insurance is not cashless, no? So ideally cashless is important, but reimbursed at an average of 50%. No, ideally I would not have done that. I mean, ideally I would have gone ahead with both, even if I have a corporate plan, because job uncertainty is at such a sky high level these days. So 1%, God forbid, but either you opt to move out of the organization or whatever is the case. In such cases, it's always better that you have a backup of your own health insurance policy also. So I always say this to anyone and everyone who is also working with corporates, that you have your own health insurance policy as well, which suits your requirements. Okay, so I would not have done it as an either or. Okay. A quick pointer on Nifty levels, after which we will stop for the day. I had a very long day, and tomorrow I have an early morning flight to Kolkata, going there for a session. My sleeping pattern has been crazy this week. So anyways, I want to catch up on some sleep. Let's quickly check the levels for Nifty. I've drawn the levels, so it will not take a lot of time, maximum 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, here you go. So this is the level that I'm looking out for right now, 24,100. Why? 2-3 reasons. A very pillu gap here, very minor gap, which has almost been filled. But this is where it has taken support 1-2 times. And right now also it is testing this level. 24,100, if broken, there is a big gap here, which hopefully the market does not come to fill up. But I don't think I should be even talking about this right now. Okay, but this is a big gap which is still unfilled. But for now, I think I would want to go ahead with 24,100. So 24,000, 24,100. If you remember, last time we had also drawn a Fibonacci from this topmost point to this bottommost point, and we are told that 24,257 is a good support. But if that is broken, then 24,100. And then our favorite level, 23,800, which has been our favorite for a long time. So 23,800 is also one good support. On the higher side, 24,800 is, I mean, I have talked about this so many times again. 24,800 is a so 23,800 on a lower side, correct? And 24,800 on a higher side. These are wide bands. So if you want to write down 23,800 on a lower side, 24,800 on a higher side, these are the wide bands within which ideally Nifty should trade. Immediate support 24,100, and on a higher side it should be this swing high 24,600. But ideally, if it starts reversing, it should try and go up to 24,800 is what I feel. Okay, so these were the Nifty levels for you all. I just wanted to quickly breeze through these levels, but I hope I know that oil is also crossed $100 again, so that's why the market is a little bit jittery right now. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed today's session. Don't forget to check out the links in the pinned comment and in the description box. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.